Nashville SC's inaugural season was a whirlwind of drama. Faced with the toughest of circumstances and longest of odds, NSC proved without a doubt that soccer belonged in Nashville.
When you think Nashville, I think internationally, you will always think country music. And then perhaps across the United States, it's known as maybe small market. It's not Chicago, it's not LA, it's not New York, but it'll float under the radar. And I think people here quite like that. You try and tell them, well, can soccer work here in the South? Oh, they don't mind that challenge. They'll take it on and they'll want to prove you wrong.
It's one of the things Nashville does best, proving people wrong. But for a team with no history, it would be a tough task.
The first challenge is putting 11 players on a soccer pitch that have never played in this city, in this league ever before. So much goes into that.
Launching a new enterprise is challenging enough, and then you put on top of that tornadoes and you put on top of that COVID, it gets to be a tall order.
Nashville had defied the odds by winning a franchise. But to win on the field would be an even greater shock.
I don't know for sure what the expectations were around the league for Nashville. Certainly the media basically thought we were going to be a nothing burger.
We were written off from the very outset. We should expect regular beatings and ultimately, be very grateful that we don't finish bottom. And they couldn't have been further from the truth.
The win at Houston was the night the bar shifted for this team. That night you realized that actually this wasn't just going to be a team that was going to be respectable. This was going to be a team that actually could achieve.
In a year where excuses were easy to come by, Nashville SC never made them. New team, new city, they still found ways to push through and prevail.
Going to games that nobody expected us to win and pull one back and then get a result. And we'd lose games and not let it drag us down. That's a really important thing in tough times.
I think we all understood, saw and appreciated just how valuable some of our senior players were.
People like Dax McCarty, people who could kind of keep the team together and keep the young guys focused, and they just went about their business and did a great job, and I'm just super proud of them for, their attitude through it all.
I do think it's amazing what can be achieved when you have good people, you have good characters, you have an energy and a determination. We have guys that are hungry to do well and they work hard. There ain't no substitute for that.
For any team to do well in their first year is impressive. For Nashville to go so far, facing so much in a year like 2020, it might just qualify as another Music City miracle. The league has been put on notice. Soccer in Nashville is real. NSC will be a known contender in 2021, and if all goes according to plan, for many years to come.
My expectations were never really just about 1 year. I want to build something that's sustainable and can be sustainable for the long term.
I think many people looked at the 2020 season and said the main target was for Nashville SC to lay the foundations for the future. They've created an identity for themselves in season 1, and now they have to try and raise the bar that little bit higher in season 2. And what they did in their first year provides the players with a great incentive.